Welcome to the Ultimate Fan Cast, where fans are the star of the show. Each week, we explore the epic co-created Battle Bunnies franchise from legendary artists Frank and Krista Linatra and the team at Junkbox Studios. Ultimate fans join BBS, Lord L, and Brian as they dive deep into the extraordinary world of the Battle Bunnies. Plus, we'll be your guides and take you backstage with the creators and actors who are captivating family audiences worldwide. Are you ready to meet this week's Ultimate Fan? It's time to fan up and enjoy the show.
Welcome to another edition of the Ultimate Fan Cast. This week we have Ultimate community member and newish holder. Let's welcome to the stage Ragnar Bunnyson. Let's go!
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? What's up, fellas? Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We're so glad you could join us. How did you discover the bunnies? Like, what was the
DPS, and Jack, DeFi. He's in one of my other projects called Friday Night Punks, and he mentioned, and I was already looking at you guys from Dead Poker Society, so.
Oh, nice.
He mentioned, and he's like, yeah, the rabbit hole goes very deep, and that's all it needed for me. I love the lore. I love how everybody can be involved in all aspects. That's sets projects apart and what matters to me.
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
The lore.
Yeah, and they're spending a lot of cycles on that. Like, I mean, obviously they came out with the first book, The Unlikely Spartan. The second book should be coming out anytime now.
The Unlikely Spartan too is getting ready to actually get fully published too. If I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
It's out, yeah. Like the it's been out since May of last year. We're looking for the second edition.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The second edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hopefully coming out soon. I've seen like 2 chapters. I don't know. I know there's probably more chapters than that they've got, but man, it's action packed. Like, you know, it's definitely an elevation from the previous book. So there will be lots of action in the, at least to kick off this second book. So I'm excited about that. So DPS, like, how long have you been in the DPS? Like, when did you get into DPS?
About a year I've been in there. So yeah, been in there for a while, and I was busy building my in real life company, busy with that. So I wasn't everywhere in there. I was mostly there to play games and just talk to people. And then I started looking through more stuff, more of the games that he offers, and I seen the Tavern. So once I seen the Tavern and started looking, and you needed a Battle Bunny, I started looking into Battle Bunnies and slowly going through everything there. And then I just decided to sell a poker NFT for another project and turn around and sweep a bunny.
Nice. Yeah. Like, I'll bring up the bunny to the stage. Like, this is your ghost bunny. Does he have a name yet?
His name is Ragnar Bunnyson.
Oh, sweet.
Very nice. His what my name is in the Discord, it's his name.
And have you written his backstory yet for the Grimoire? Have you given him
I'm working on that right now.
Very nice.
Slowly but surely, I'm working on that right now.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love everything about this. I like the axe and the crown, and I geek out about the images on the shield, like inside. Like, I love that the tiny little details that that just front.
There's a lot of details, but like you're saying, the tiny little details. Like what sold me was like you said, inside the shield and the axe itself.
Yeah, and he has those
down to like the little hands, the eyes. The eyes are so cool.
Mm-hmm. The one little tooth, the 2 little teeth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he's got the Freya crown, like so very good choice on that golden battle axe. Yeah, just love. Like, I mean, Frank
Watch
is
out
just
for Jack gold stuff. Jack loves gold, so he'll probably be hitting you up. He'll say, "Good, nice grabbing that one, but we'll need to trade."
Yeah. So no, that's a nice sweep picking him up. He give him a backstory, get him in the Grimoire. claim your card. That's one
I
of the
already
things.
did.
Oh, you've already done that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't wait to get that. That's
I
gonna be
can't
cool.
wait
That's
for
another thing that's on me is the cards for these guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I have not claimed my cards yet because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like dragons and ghosts, like that's a lot. I gotta go to the different ones and like just put all that stuff in there, and it's gonna take me a few hours to pull that together. So
Nice
so
problem
yeah.
to have.
I know that, like, it's like I was like, but it's like I don't want to miss any. I want to make sure that I get, I claim them all.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, make sure you claim them all. I mean, that's the next thing I got to buy, though, is I got to buy a deck because I'm going to custom a deck and I'll hopefully be at Richmond. So,
oh, nice. Are you a TCG player?
yes, I am.
Very nice. Have you participated in any of the
I messed up on Saturday. I was supposed to play Saturday, but ended up taking an emergency job, and I thought both set times were 8:00, and Saturday was 4, so I missed Saturday. But I was in there with Kretcher. He was showing me everything. I'm set for Saturday at 4 again this week, so I'll be there for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Like, I think they're just doing the second season, so like just get in there. Like, I'm not a TCG player. I've got a deck, but I do not know how to play. So.
I'm a huge Magic the Gathering, so.
Oh, nice. You and BBS could have a game. Like, he worked for Mattel, and
Magic is great. I'm even getting into Lorcana a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still mostly just Magic right now, but slowly. I was hoping to get back into DBZ, to be honest. I've been seeing some DBZ cards and stuff at Walmart lately. I'm like, whoa, it's still around. Maybe I have to get back into that. And
What is there? Like, they're so good.
Yeah, you got Grace O'Malley, or O'Murphy. Sorry, not O'Malley's.
O'Murphy, yeah. So the O'Murphy is my grandmother's maiden name.
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
lucky to still have with me.
Very nice. I saw when I was looking at your collection that you also have a lot of Eagle stuff. Are you a football fan? Oh man, yeah, you are.
You're welcome for that softball.
When they say we bleed green, bro.
Yeah, you do, man. That's nice. Yeah. You guys made a nice run a couple years ago. You got a great team, like a great.
We got a great team after this draft this year.
Yeah. And Jalen's just gonna keep leading them, getting better. Like, got good coaching. We stole one of your coaches. I'm here in Indianapolis, so
that really hasn't worked out too well for y'all taking our coaches.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, we took Frank Reich, and that wasn't necessarily our, some of our best.
To be honest with you, you guys didn't give him enough time. And I don't think you guys didn't give him enough control. He is he does need some decent amount of control, and a lot of coaches weren't giving it to him. Like, pick the Panthers for prime example. They freaking pick what's his name, Bryce over
Bryce
CJ.
Young.
Meanwhile, Frank won at CJ.
Yeah. He just
we get you into Sun Fantasy. We got to get you into that. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, have you heard about the unfantasy stuff?
Yeah, I was looking at. I looked at all that.
Yeah, I mean, I just got involved this past year, and like I thought, oh, I'm gonna do great, and I did okay, but BBS won it. Like, didn't you? You finished first, right? BBS, like,
yeah, I won the Loser Bowl.
The Loser Bowl.
I don't know. I was just picking cards and mostly picking my home team, and that was bad.
Yeah.
So that's when they're doing terrible, but you're benefiting from it. It's not good, but it is what it is.
I don't know if I can fully go at my own team because my teammate, I don't plan on them doing terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to pick the team. Like, you can't pick your home team. Like, I had like some Colts cards, and I was like, I'm never gonna play these. Like, why would I play against myself, even though they had a terrible year, they had a better year than everybody thought they were gonna have. But like, I wasn't gonna just keep playing the Colts and bet that they were gonna lose every week. Like you wouldn't do that for the Eagles. So you got to bet against the teams that you want to lose, like the Patriots or
the Cowboys.
Or the Cowboys for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's
good.
They did they did well in the draft. I think every year they do well in the draft. Like last year they picked all of Georgia. Like they picked
the past couple of years they've been doing well in the draft.
Yeah.
He has crapped the bed in a few drafts, but I give it to him. Howie's a changed man right now. He's on the path to try to win us a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah.
How
are you guys dealing with the loss of Jason Kelsey? Like, is that going to be, is that going to be tough for the
I think he'll be back by midseason. I think his wife's going to get tired of him being at home. I think I have to go back. Go. Just go.
Yeah.
He said he kind of wished he knew about Saquon before it happened, because you can tell when he even spoke on it that he was upset that he retired and that we go get Saquon. You could hear in his voice that he's fighting with himself if he wants to come back or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's got a Monday. I know he's got a football contract. Somebody just talked to him. I think it was ESPN or NBC picked him up.
Yeah. Their podcast
Sunday Night Football, I want to say. I think.
Yeah, he's a good personality. Yeah.
And then he's got his podcast.
He's not drinking. He's got a good personality. He's crazy. He's all over the place.
Well, when he's drinking, you just give him a mask, like the La Luchadors mask, and just let him go wild. But yeah, no, that's cool.
He's great. Yeah, the podcast that they have is good.
I think it is going to hurt, though, him not playing a little bit, but he also had a hand in drafting his replacement. So,
yeah.
I think the Eagles are going to be good.
I mean, I get it. I like after so many years, you're just done. You're it's hard to stay in that physical condition and take that beating that he probably takes.
Yep.
He's made probably enough money for he and his wife and family to, do great things with it. And, if he's getting endorsement deals, for his podcast, if he's getting, ESPN or some of those things, you don't have to take the beating. You don't have to do the training. You can just be a personality and a star.
He's on ESPN Monday Night Countdown.
Nice.
He joined ESPN. That's who it was. I'm looking it up right now. He drew interest from everybody, but I agreed to join ESPN. So he's
I feel like he had to after he was sexiest man in it. Wasn't he voted the sexiest?
Something
man?
like that, yeah. But I mean, he's probably getting good money too from ESPN to be there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope to see him before Eagles games on there.
Yeah. So, back to the bunnies. What are you most excited about? Is there anything that you're excited about with the Battle Bunnies right now, or you hope to see in the future?
The lore in the TCG right now.
The TCG stuff and
the lore in the TCG is what has me most excited, because it gives us something to do. I mean,
yeah,
it sets projects apart too when you give holders utility, and being able to have that TCG aspect behind it too. Like I said, I'm big on TCG, so once I seen that, I was sold instantly. I love trading card games, especially. It was how it's modeled after Kretcher showed me everything. The creature, however you want to pronounce it, he was showing me it all. And it's just, for me, it was easy to pick up between playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, and all that growing up. It's a little bit of everything, and that's what I'm most excited about, to be able to play that.
Very cool.
And
when you came into the bunnies, did you pick a class? Are you a Viking or a Spartan or a pirate?
I mean, I'm starting with Vikings. I love Vikings. Technically, my father years back did one of them 23andMe type deals to trace the ancestry, and supposedly I'm actually a descendant of Leif Erikson.
Oh wow!
So of course I had to go with the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Viking too. So BBS is probably like, oh man, and not everybody can be a pirate. BBS.
Yeah,
Hey, I love pirates, but
Maybe.
that should be my second thing. My next pickup's
Pirates
gonna
in
be
the
a pirate.
family.
Yeah,
Pirates are
Yeah.
great.
very nice.
Yeah, each one has its own skills and benefits and downfalls.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be interesting if like one was just dominant over the others, and there was
Right.
no way
Yeah,
to.
everybody will, of course, then everybody will be wanting to go one-sided on it all too. You wouldn't have the variety really there because if pirates were dominant, that's what everybody would go to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No one would try to upseat the pirates, but I'd probably be that person. I would try to upseat the pirates. I would try to upseat whatever's the dominant. It's just what I like to do. Go against the grain.
yeah.
Well, you're in luck because it's pretty spaced out. There's a lot of different there's no one like the Spartans there's 300 of them and they're elite, right? But there's not everybody running to the Spartans because they're elite warriors. They're just that's why I think the quest when you answer the questions and you can either choose what you're going to do or you can go through this quest and learn a little bit about what each class is, and then you can kind of get matched up with a class. So I don't know if you've had the chance to do that, but
I don't think I did that.
I got a response. I didn't agree with it, and I went to something else. But I did appreciate
a
that there are
sorcerer.
questions in there, right? Yeah, maybe, but yeah. So I do appreciate
That's good for
that
people that don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a little bit of a sorting hat where you're just like pirate, and then the hat's like pirate. Yeah, but anyway, it doesn't happen that way. But anyway. So you've had a chance to look at some of the art. Do you have like are there series that you're looking at? You're like, that could be the next one, or I really like that art, like the light dragons or the dark dragons or the Euligans. There's some other ghost bunnies that are pretty cool.
Honestly, I like the dragon. I like the dark dragons. I like the light dragons. But the ghost bunnies is actually that's some like I want to say different and unique type of art. Just because like you have your bunnies, but then you have your ghost.
Yeah.
Then of course a lot. I'm not talking down on the project. Dragons is an awesome way, but it's becoming common now with projects. I know a few other projects that just did dragon lines and stuff like that too. But how you guys did it, set it apart. You got light and dark dragons. They did a whole bunch of them. You can't overload.
Yeah.
Keep it not somewhat simple, but at the same time, you don't want to overload. So doing light and dark is awesome because it actually fits into when you think of it too. The ghost bunnies, when you start going down around everything, it's perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it. I wasn't here when they minted, but yeah, I would have picked up a few ghost bunnies. I did in the secondary market.
I did too, so I had to pick up secondary. So
yeah, and my profile picture is a ghost Spartan, so I picked that up in secondary, and I was like, oh yeah, like it's just adds to the I love the ghost, so I'm with you.
Yeah, that's how I want. I love the art of the ghost, man.
Yeah, next up we got
that bluish for the ghost, and then you have all the other color with everything else, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Frank's just amazing. Like just the way that he draws everything. Like, I mean, he makes it so that you can see through the ghost. It's transparent.
Yeah, it makes it like what you would expect from a ghost, not some this form. He actually makes it what you would think a ghost would be. Something you can see through, which is awesome.
While keeping other elements, intact, like the axe in yours and just awesome.
It reminds me of the ghost from Lord of the Rings, the third one from Return of the King, when you went and got the ghost army from out of the mountains and how like you can see through them, but they're still able to have their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good part. That was a good part of the scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they use them in the books and the lore, because they've got to at some
Oh yeah.
point. Like there'll be a whole thing about ghosts, and they if they exist, they got to be in the books at some point. They've got to be in the animations if they get to that in the next year or so, next 2 years. Yeah.
You would expect. I would expect so. Yeah.
I envision it like some series where it's like they go into a realm where they have the ghosts, right? And then at the end of like the 3 books, the ghosts come out and help, like as part of like this thing. Like it's just waves of different things happening.
Or
That'd
you
be
could
pretty
use
awesome.
it as them meeting their ancestors too, like how certain
Valhalla.
let's say religions and everything believe in stuff like that,
Mm.
especially with the Vikings and dealing with their ancestors. Be an awesome way.
Yeah.
You can incorporate it differently for each faction too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome about like how you said, oh, they go to a realm. You can do that for let's say Spartans or something like that, and then the Vikings, you have them as their ancestors. There's a lot you can do there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I can't wait.
I can't wait. You said the same thing.
Yeah.
I think they're going to surprise us all.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll. Yeah, they'll just keep putting it out there. That's what the great thing is. They just keep dripping out more and more new stuff all the time. Like it's exciting.
More. I need more. Stop drip feeding me.
Well, next up is squirrels, right? Like we've got to have the squirrels come out.
I'm excited for that. I forgot about that. Thank you for saying that. Is one thing I'm excited about. I want to see the art. I want to see how they're going to be used. I effing love squirrels.
Yeah, because that's the big battle. That's the big battle that's kicking off the next book, and we've got to see more than just Frank's or not Frank's. Well,
give me a minute.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, there's you've got the squirrel general, and he's got to have other squirrels, and we know about the mice because we've seen Clopping. He's what is his name again? It's like Sir William Clopping.
Yeah.
Everybody has awesome and unique names. That's what's cool too.
Yeah. How did you come up with Ragnar?
I was just sitting there thinking Vikings, and I watched the Viking show, and I was just like, yeah, it'd be cool. Let's call him Ragnar Bunny something.
Nice.
So incorporate him being a bunny in with it too. Like it's like Ragnar's twin in an alternate bunny reality. And he just looked like a Ragnar to me too. Like it was just a guy who don't take crap from nobody, and yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I've only named a couple. I'm not prolific in the grimoire. I need to come up with some backstories and give them some other ones, and that I think it's great that you jumped in and named yours, and you just gotta get.
I had to. I see that I was reading that you can name them, and I was like, that's awesome that I got this bunny. I was like, I already have an idea.
Yeah, and then like eventually you're gonna hopefully be hit with a surprise where it's like your NFT it'll be changed to that name.
Well, not just that. I would love for them to be used in the books and stuff in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you give the backstories, that helps them when they're creating the books and putting them in that you can, or in the game in the TCG. Like, I think we just have the Vikings and the pirates, but they're going to be releasing the sorcerers and the shamans and the Spartans and the what's the other one?
Yeah, they haven't done the ghosts yet, so there could be a ghost.
There could definitely be ghosts in the game.
Some of these,
Yeah, I just haven't been paying attention enough to like what's going on with the TCG development. I know last thing I heard they were working on the shamans and one of the other classes.
Yeah, he has a few things he's working on with the TCG. Like you said, the shamans. He said something else I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
But I was in the showcase for it. I already forget.
Cool.
Yeah, they're in season 2, right?
Yeah, we're in season 2 right now for the TCG.
And you said you thought you might be going to Richmond. Is that on the plan this October to make it?
I'm pretty much going to do it. I'm going to be there. Going to be there for the tattoo and arts. Going to be there for battle bunnies. I'm going to be there for some DPS poker. Hopefully, I can win one of the packages in DPS. That'd be nice.
Nice. Yeah. And they're gonna have I think they're even having Magic the Gathering is going to be like they're going to do some play-ins there.
There's gonna be some Magic the Gathering plans. Of course, there's gonna be the Battle Bunnies. There's gonna be the poker. I was just reading everything on the website last night, reading it to the wife. There's gonna be a little bit something for everybody. It seems like.
Nice. Do you have tattoos?
I'm gonna bring my ultimate life-giving deck for Magic. Like every card that I play, I just gain life, and so
I'm
the
just gonna
game
hang
lasts
out
for
now.
like 7 hours.
I'm just gonna hang out. You're one of them people. I thought about playing. I thought about bringing a pre-made commander deck, one of the Fallout decks. I got dog meat. I was thinking about modifying it a little bit, and bringing and playing with him.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
They're just
Like,
like I don't know, they're older cards. Like I have whatever. It's fun.
Put it this way:
You do
pretty
like
much Magic the Gathering is the D&D TCG game.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I know what it is.
inspired
I mean,
Pokemon and all that.
yeah, I haven't played it. My kids collected Pokemon cards, but they just didn't actually play them.
Well, it's like
So I
Pokemon.
never had to sit down and play. They'd just like look at the cards. They're like, I need Pokemon, and then they would look through them and
never
like,
play. Yeah.
Did I get a Charizard or whatever they'd get
Whatever
all
they're
excited.
chasing this year.
Yeah, but
I think I got a
that's
Mew.
yeah.
Wait, I
that's
got a
cool.
Pikachu.
Everybody gets a Pikachu.
Yeah.
How have the communities been treating you? Like you've been in DPS for a little bit, and then you popped over into the bunnies. Like
I fit into all my communities, bro. So they all treat me
That's
well.
awesome. Yeah, I know. I love the way Frank every morning says good morning. And then you mentioned you're a friend of Jack's, like, or you've been there with Spaces.
I'm in another project with him.
Yeah.
Our football project, I call it.
Nice. Now, what is the football project? Just curious because I like football.
Well, it's called Friday Night Punks. It's hold on, give me a second. Since I'm sitting at my PC, I'll actually I gotta oil that. I'll actually be able to show you what they look like. But they're party players. They represent actual players on teams, but they had to change the names because when they first started out, they were using the actual player names.
Yeah, they can't.
And they received cease and desist through OpenSea from the NFL Players Association.
Yeah.
So during all that, they got a lawyer. They looked at the priority laws and made sure that everything was covered so they can do it the way they're doing it.
Yeah, I saw you had one in your account like DeAndre Swift or something like that.
Yeah,
like
I have a few of them. I have a Kelsey one, believe it or not.
Nice.
I'm not doing everything to log into my account right now. I'm just gonna bring up a general idea. Let's see if I can turn that. I'll just flip it around. So basically, they're pixelated players.
Right.
And they're all different teams. There's retired, there's legends, and a lot of players that play now. And what they do is during the season, there's 3-man, 5-man, and 7-man squad brawl. So you put together a team, 3-man, like I would put together a wide receiver, a quarterback, and an individual defensive player, and I submit it. And they all make points depending on certain things. And whoever wins the 3-man squad brawl gets Matic. Whoever wins the 5-man gets Matic. So it's kind of like fantasy football a little bit.
Okay, nice.
But you own the players you're using. They also have, for people that come in and want to try it out, there's a rental thread in their Discord. So like if you want to come in, just try it out, see how you would like it and all that. You can come in. It's like 1 to 2 Matic to rent a player from somebody, and then you can try it out. They've been the real solid community. About 20 to 30 solid guys that have been doing it for a while. They also have fantasy leagues that you can get into, but you're all closed right now because they're all the spaces are filled. But a very solid project, very solid community that's been around for a few years.
Nice.
And a decent utility. Right now, with it being an off season, they do what they call Mad Men. Now, Mad Men is just Madden games ran. So you can bet on there's 2 streams Monday and Thursday. You don't have to be a holder, but if you come into the Discord, hop in the streams Monday and Thursday, your name's put on a wheel spin at halftime and at the end of the game to win free punks. So you can come in there and not spend a dime and win 4 or 5 free punks. So they simulate the games and they have challenges. So like the one they're doing this week is most yards per play. It's offensive linemen, legends, and retired players only. So you have to have a legend or a retired offensive player to even be involved. And basically, it's whatever team has the highest yard average per play. Whoever holds players from that team each get a set amount of Matic per player. Per design, though, there's only 2 designs. There's a helmeted and non-helmeted. So if you hold one of each and the challenge calls for 5 Matic per design, you get 10 Matic at the end of the day. But a lot of giving back to the community, a lot of not trying to charge the community a ton. Basically, we're coming up on a pack mint right before season. There's usually like 3 to 4 mints a year to add new players in and everything. They'll change the metadata of some players that are already out if they suck. They keep utility with what you already have. So you'll never have an NFT in your wallet that's, and excuse my language, but better words, ass player.
Mm-hmm.
They always try to make sure there's that volatility and utility behind what you hold. And that's what sold it on me. And I've been with them for almost a year now, too.
Cool. Very cool. Well, I'll definitely have to
Are there
check them
players like season based? Like, so you have the last season, right?
They're not all season based, but they
Okay.
you would think they are. It's kind of like Madden. It's kind of like Mutt a little bit, but not quite Mutt. The only thing that's somewhat that I would say is somewhat season based, but it's not season based is draft picks, of course. So it's not like, oh, they take the top players from the season and that's what you get. They'll throw a bunch of different stuff out there at you, but it's usually players that are active and actually produce.
Right. So can you use what you've minted for this year for next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you have, whatever one you own, you can use it at any time. So there's no limit to that. So if you've been in there, let's say they've been there for 5 years, that first one you minted, you could still use today. As long as it was an active player, if it turned into a retired or a legend, you can still use it. It will give your squad a boost, but it's not have a lot of utility, but the utility is still there because of Mad Men and because of the squad boost. But it wouldn't give you points like that. You'd want to use more active players during the season for what they do.
Yeah, that's good. That's fun.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, it's a unique twist on something like that's kind of like fantasy football.
Yeah, we like that. We like the games.
Right there with you.
I'll figure out. Probably end up dropping the link in a day or two. I'll drop the link into their Discord. I just got to get it. So if I can, I'll drop it in Discord, and you guys can join if you want. It's Friday Night Punks on Twitter, on X, and there's a link to their Discord there. Real awesome people. I'm actually going to be possibly working a few collabs between the projects for poker and all that, and they're involved because they.
Yeah.
So
I think that's totally up Aaron's alley. Like,
Yeah, Aaron would love that.
EPS, DraftKings, like he's doing.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm trying to get him over there. He's doing a lot right now. I'll eventually get him over there.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Because I got
Yeah,
one of the guys
he's a busy
from Friday
guy.
Night Punks. I actually gave a full access, all access pass for DPS so we can get in and play when he has off. Because he plays poker here and there. It's my buddy, my buddy in Friday Night Punks, my dude. So I gave him all access so he can hop in whenever he wants to play some poker.
Nice.
That's great. Nice of you.
Well, it also helps him see to do a collab too. So it was a double-edged sword I did that for.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see like it's a project that has good utility behind them too. So it's not like, oh, it's going to be one-sided to anybody. If the collab happens, both sides can benefit. Because you know how sometimes them collabs happen and you're like, how the heck are these people collabing with these people? There's nothing. They're not offering anything.
Right.
I don't me personally, if a project doesn't have utility, I won't get involved. I'm not, as they say, going to pee money away. There's no sense to give somebody money for a PFP. I want some utility behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart.
That is smart.
Not financial advice, but the NFTs and the Battle Bunnies seem to hold their value. So that's great. Like some projects, most of the projects don't. So, yeah.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
and most of them projects that don't, it's because there's no utility behind it.
Yeah.
To where you have Battle Bunnies, you got a lot. You can create your own character. You got the Sunday poker games. You got all the lore. You got the books. You got the trading card game. You got a lot of utility there for just one NFT.
Yeah, physical cards. Like you're gonna get a ghost in the mail. like all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's not something that every project does, and that's one of the things that I appreciated about it. Coming in, I'm celebrating in my 1 year anniversary. Gosh, I don't know if it's this week or next week, but yeah, it's been a interesting year, just kind of getting my arms around everything, and obviously, I like it, or I wouldn't be here doing the Ultimate Fan Cast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely very cool. What would you tell to somebody like that, is new, kind of getting involved with the Battle Bunnies? Where would you have them start?
It would all have to actually depend on what they're looking for, in my opinion. You'll have some people that will look for a TCG, and of course you point them that direction. Some people that like the reading and the lore, you point them in that direction. That's the thing. There's a little bit of something for everybody. So I would have to say it depends on what their interests are and where I point them to start. I won't just point them in a direction to start. The one thing I'd probably tell anybody is lore. Go start looking at the lore and everything, because you get a lot right there.
Mm-hmm. There's so much on Discord. Like you can go in and ask Moonbeam, or you can ask Disco Fur, or like you said, you can read the books. You can. I mean, there's so much to just like go down a rabbit hole. Like DeFi told you when you're coming in, like there is a huge rabbit hole. I mean, there's online games. There's like just so much. Like
that's why I said it would all have to depend on what they're looking for, what their interest is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was talking to a longtime member at this conference that I just got back. Dan, he helped with naming of the dragons, like the Series 2 dragons with John. And he was telling me, man, I just need an episode where we update like what's going on with Discord, because there's been so many updates. He's like, I don't know where to start. And he's like, you guys should do a fan cast where you're talking about what's going on in Discord. So that'll be coming up. We'll do something like that. But there is so much that's just, like if you're new, it might seem overwhelming, but just jump in and talk to any of the people here on this fan cast in Discord, and we'll help you get to where you need to go.
Like right now, there's TCG League play going on right now and Artist Showcase.
Yeah. So if you're a gamer, and you want to learn about the TCG, you could join live right now and see people playing and hear them talk about it. So that's cool.
Yeah,
they do that
talking about them playing at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I like the website too, the battlebunnies.io, or the battlebunnies.com works also. So right now it's got the project and digital collectibles and so on, and news, and it's going to get a huge upgrade end of this year, early next year, and it might be even sooner. But the amount of items that will be on that website will be like I've from what I've seen, it looks groundbreaking.
I think you're dropping
more on
alpha
that later.
That sounds like some alpha. I mean, you know what? That's what's going to set Battle Bunnies apart from everybody else, though, too, is doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can look at how many projects have had the same website for 3, 4, 5 years. You got to do stuff like that, or else you're going to go stale, in my opinion. They do a lot of things the right way. They're on top of everything. What's his face and his wife? They're amazing people. I'm drawing blanks the names right now. I've had a long day. Frank and his wife. They're amazing people. Yeah, amazing people. Like you say, always every morning, good morning and all that. They're such warm people, shall I say. Like you hop in there, nobody's going to be, oh, what are you doing here? No, they're all going to want to help you find your spot in here. That's what I love. It's awesome. It's truly like a family.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely are.
You mentioned that you have a business. You want to talk a little bit about that? Maybe there's some folks in the area that could use it. Or
I own Grindbusters Pressure Cleaning. It's a pressure cleaning handyman, a little bit of everything business in Southwest Florida, which is the Naples, Fort Myers area. So anybody out there that says, oh, well, DPS or Battle Bunnies, when they give me a call, I'll give them a discount. No problem. It's just a little bit of everything. So it's pressure cleaning, handyman, deliveries. Makes me a few bucks, I'll do it.
Nice. No. Happy to promote community members. So we'll put your information into the description when we post this.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, anything we can do to support your business and you, and we appreciate you coming on this evening.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me, man.
Yeah.
BBS reached out, and I told him off the rip. Hell yeah, I have no problem helping out, man. I
Yeah,
have no problem joining in. No problem.
it.
No problem. Anything to help support the community.
Yeah, BBS is okay. You know, he's just okay.
I'm working on it.
Anytime to support the community, I'm down.
Now we give each other a hard time. Like if Luke was here, we'd be giving him a really hard time because he'd probably be rugging
but he's not. So.
You always got to give the Australians a hard time.
Man, we love that dude though. Like I miss him.
Miss you, Luke.
Yeah, he has not been with us the last couple ones, not because he didn't want to be here, but he had surgery and he was out for a couple weeks. So we're hoping he'll get healthy. We'll allow him to come on, and we'll get the trio back together, get the band fully back. And that'll be good. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. It's so great to get, people from the community here onto the Ultimate Fan Cast. Ragnar Bunnyson was able to join us. I, just really appreciate, him coming on, talking about his experience, what brought him into the community and, what he's interested in with the TCG and the lore and that kind of thing. So that is very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed. I like the other stuff too. Like I like, he's a good community member. He's a solid person, and just you can see all the things that he likes about the Battle Bunnies. But then he has a lot of other things like other people do too, like their passions in life or what they really like, and how all of these things are going to just come together at one point. I'm really looking forward to that. He shared some of the football stuff with us. We love that.
Yeah, fly Eagles fly, man. Like
fly Eagles fly. Like it's not my motto, but I get it. Yeah,
you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah, no, Patriots fan. But yeah, Patriots fan that was a Patriots fan for before the Brady era, and then enjoyed the Brady era. So But anyways, the Patriots had a game ago with the Eagles, and the Eagles just shredded them, right? So and won the Super Bowl the last one, I think. But great to have him on, and picked up a ghost bunny, and now he can play in the tavern, and so it's great. I'm looking forward to having him back on again, maybe in a little bit, and see the progression of where he's at then.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for anybody else out there that wants to be on the Ultimate Fan Cast, get in touch with BBS or myself or Luke, but mostly BBS because he's the man that gets the calendars together and gets everything scheduled and just makes this thing work. Lord L and I were just the chuckleheads,
No, it's not. And as Brian says that, sorry for anybody that I've stalked. It's like, no, well, yes, we're gonna do it, but not now. Stop.
Yeah. No, just at some point. Like we'd love to have you on. Yeah. Tell your story. Get to introduce you to the community. So we had Ragnar on this evening. He'll be coming out in just a few days on Monday, May 13th, I think, something like that. Can't wait to have him introduced to the community. And so if you're interested, you want to stay connected, as always, click the subscribe button on YouTube, ring that bell when you want to get alerted to when new episodes drop. Or just tag us in, one of the social channels, X, Facebook, Twitter, Twitter is X, and Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever we're at. We would love to hear from you. But we appreciate your comments, and we look forward to doing this again next week. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us today, Ultimate Fan. BBS, Lord L, and Brian, that's me, do hope you enjoyed today's program as much as we did, where ultimate fans like you are the stars of the show. We'd be honored to have you join us on a future episode where you can share your story and love of the Battle Bunnies with this encouraging community. It would be the greatest compliment if you shared something you love about the Battle Bunnies on your favorite social platform today like X, Facebook, or Instagram and tagged us. Or simply use hashtag UltimateFanCast so we can recognize and celebrate with you and other super fans by sharing your post. Bonus points if you do both and use an image of one of your favorite Battle Bunnies or a screenshot of this episode. We know you share, like, and comment because you care about our fellow Ultimate fans as much as we do. Please leave comments too to let us know how we can make this the greatest fan experience for the Battle Bunnies community. This podcast is sponsored by Hairstream Media, your bunnies all the time streaming service. Okay, not really. It is just us fans like you giving some of our time to support other fans like you. Join us over in the Battle Bunnies community and Discord to continue the fun. We hope you tune in with us each week. So make it easy. Subscribe now. We'll be here to keep you hopping when you need us.